using design systems to accelerate the launch of software products, and you're creating these systems to help you not think about certain low-level tasks, like what does this component look like or that one, we've already got a system for that. And I feel like that's maybe part of the AI per se, is where it's helping us not think about those low-level systems. So hopefully these low-level tasks are something that is objective. You can't really influence somebody good or evil or anything like that. It's just it frees you up with more time to do something that you can focus on that does bring more value. That's how I see it right now, and I'm using it constantly with different tasks. I'm using probably 5 different AIs just to test and see what the output is. You can see the strengths and weaknesses of some. Some are better at mathematical calculations, some are better at writing verbose copy of emails to people. Other ones are helping you strategize things. So, I'm using it for many different things, and you can see the strengths and weaknesses and what they're doing. And using certain AI agents right now that I'm using Manus as well. And that is just the fact that I'm actually writing a book I've had in my head, and the way it comes up with character development and certain things is incredible. And I have the whole concept, but the way I can kind of keep feeding it certain ideas, it helps me push those ideas forward. Like, it's almost like I'm the dreamer and the idea, but then when you get to the tactical and the specifics, it helps you bring that into fruition faster versus me trying to think about every little concept and idea. But I mean, it's pretty incredible just that alone. And I can't imagine, as we're getting into the AGI aspect of it, where that's going to take us. Because I feel like if you get too lazy, you're going to start not knowing, like a calculator. Do I know how to add anymore? Do I know if it's even giving me the right answer?
But we still benefit, Makoto, from, and I was reading something interesting where, there's that point between Generation X and millennials. And I think, Joe, you and I kind of fall into that. It's called Zennials. So it's the exact kind of generation that was educated in everything in an analog, grew up in an analog world, but then transitioned. That's the same, Makoto, obviously, same experience where you move from that analog to the digital. So we've got that. We didn't have anything to lean on to make decisions. We had to grow up making our own, trusting our own decisions. But I think we brought it up in the last podcast, but I think it's a serious concern of, you mentioned your kids interacting with ChatGPT. Soon kids growing up purely with AGI, how are they going to even trust themselves? Their device gets cut off. They're like, I don't know I didn't know how to get home. I didn't know what to eat and when I should eat, and because everything is
it's
just
a different concern. We're lazy. Making decisions is hard, and to be able to just sort of ask something, what's the best decision I should make here with everything? First off, we might come with the big decisions, like should I buy this house? Should I change my career? Should I? But as it goes on and on, you'll make small decisions. Should I have toast for breakfast or fruit salad? And eventually it gets to the point where you just basically, whatever the AI says you should do today, you do today, and it just sort of controls your exact daily life. And you can, be in the middle of the day, go, look, I'm bored, AI, what should I do? And then be like, why don't you do these things? And you're like, yeah, okay, I'll go for a walk. If you recommend that's the best thing I should do to leave my boredom, sure. And, oh, you recommend I should watch this TV series because I'll enjoy it. Okay, I'll do that then. It's like,
I'm curious, in video games, cheat codes let you skip months of grinding to unlock special abilities instantly. Have you ever wished for something similar for your software challenges? What if there's a way to instantly access 20 plus years of specialized expertise instead of developing it all internally? What if you could solve in weeks what might otherwise take months or years? Would you agree that most organizations face a steep learning curve when implementing new software solutions? At my company IIIMPACT, we serve as that cheat code for companies looking to transform complex software into intuitive experiences that users love and that drive real business results. Would it be valuable to explore, and how might this work for your specific situation? Visit impact.io for a free strategy session focused on your unique challenges.